Good evening. Whilst we've seen temperatures here in the UK close to 30 degrees for the last couple of days, they've been closer to 40 degrees with dangerous heat across parts of Japan and Korea. But further south, we've also got very active storm systems, about 4 or 5 tropical depressions or tropical storms in force at the moment, one of which has been around for a good week or more, and it's already brought flooding rain to Vietnam, to parts of Laos, Cambodia and Thailand. And it's now reinvigorated over the warmer waters. It's heading back, we think, into this part of the world, so southern China, Hainan, into Vietnam. Again, it could give some further flooding, landslides as well. It's very wet and it has been flooding as well. We have seen flooding across the Philippines. It stays quite wet here. Another storm has developed out in the Pacific, but we're concerned about the smaller Japanese islands. And again, we've had one storm, Ampil, past Shanghai, move its rain towards Beijing, northeastern areas, but there's more rain to come on another storm for eastern China. The heat, though, to the north of that has been sweltering for the Korean Peninsula, for much of Japan, and that is set to stay this week. For Seoul, there may be some relief from the heat with heavy showers and thunderstorms, but it looks hot again, so little sign of much relief here for the next few days. And the monsoon showers look set to really intensify in the coming few days. We've got a monsoon trough or low pressure which will enhance the rains this week across northern and central states. You can see right the way from the Pakistan border through Jammu, Kashmir, across other northern and eastern central states of India. So we're talking 300 to 400 millimetres of rain falling in the space of just a few days, and that is bound to cause some flash flooding and potentially some landslides. We've had severe storms across the United States, more moving their way across the plains through Monday night into Tuesday, joining forces with this rather active weather front, which will give quite a wet week in eastern parts of both the US and Canada. We have wildfires burning in other parts such as Ontario into Colorado, and the heat is expected to build again across the desert states this week, which will exacerbate that risk. And we may well have sundown winds, which are quite strong gusty northerly winds developing for parts of California. Into Europe, and we here as well have wildfires burning right the way up into Lapland and Sweden. We've had temperatures in excess of 30 degrees into the Arctic Circle. So for Scandinavia, temperatures are 10 to 15 degrees above average, as they are 5 to 10 elsewhere across northwestern Europe. And that heat is rebuilding this week. You can see that for Frankfurt. Equally, there'll be some very wet weather, stormy weather further east, as you saw lots of heavy showers around. But just taking a snapshot at some of the cities, you can see for Helsinki, we're pushing 30 degrees much of the week, Stockholm, Oslo, and indeed here in London. But as for the UK, it doesn't look so hot for the north and the west, where there may be some rain. That's where most of any rain will fall this week, but the hottest weather's likely in the southeast. There'll be more on that in half an hour.